video is looked at 1,200% more than a still photo. That's number one right there. When you do a video, your SEO goes through the roof much more than a still photo. So when they put in real estate in Elk Grove or wherever it is, and it's their name and they've done a video, they're going to pop up before anybody else. So that's why they need to do it. The easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is to get on a platform that you're familiar with. I think, and you'd agree with me, TikTok is the easiest way to create a video. But I'm going to say it's the easiest way for somebody new to create a video. And then I would go navigate to the top videos on TikTok. I would look top videos in real estate, and I would copy whatever those are in my own way. That gives them content. It gives them just a way to do it, and it puts them at ease. And that's how I would start. I would duplicate genius, which is duplicate things that are already working, that are already very viral on the platform, and go from there. But I mean, I think that's something we should talk about, is it doesn't always have to be real estate. So they can mix it up a little bit, do something fun, maybe one real estate, two personal.
Look at it and I go, I want people to know that I do this for a living, and this living provided the opportunity to go do experiences like this. I want people to see that we're doing cool stuff outside of real estate, but real estate is a vehicle that's providing the opportunity to do that. And I think it's no different for anybody else, because they get an idea of who you actually are outside of here's how many homes I sold or whatever.
Going back to getting them as they're starting out is to put a definitive schedule. Like, I'm going to do 3 videos this week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You need to be consistent on consistent days. So that's where I would start too, is to line up what can you commit to and what can you follow through with, and then stick to that for 90 days. Because after 90 days, it becomes a habit.
And just as we're talking about this, I'm thinking a lot of people are on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT probably has a good avatar of who you are. So ask him what kind of content I should post. And based on what you know of me, what content do you think I should create with real estate and outside of real estate?
It's a fantastic idea.
And I think the other advantage, of one of the things that we're really, solving for, is sitting down and creating content in one sitting that you can use for a month, that you can spread out and split up and change, and that, allows you to kind of just go through like a conversation we're having today. But if you can sit down once a week and create 5, 6, 7, 8 videos and then, post, that's another way to solve for, maybe building a habit.
So I don't think that what we need to be teaching is the idea of going viral. We need to be teaching them the importance of letting people know who you are, educating them about your business, and to a certain degree, allowing them to see you as humble and approachable and someone that they would want to work with. Not necessarily that pressure to be viral, because that's puts undue or unrealistic pressure on you.
Well, I also think too, it's not the amount of views, it's the quality of the views, right?
100%.
Well, that's true.
If I only had 5 views, but those 5 views are people that wanted to sell their house and they viewed my video, those would be
5 views and 5 closed homes would be.
I'd be okay with that versus
video.
So the content, you just want to hit your target demographic regardless of how many views you get.
I use the CAT method, which is consistency, being C is consistency, A is authenticity.
It's easy for you to say.
And then T is to build trust. But one of the things the biggest mistake I see when people make videos is you have 1/1002. You have 2 seconds when they're scrolling to get their attention, and you need to come with the meat of your video at the very beginning. I think that's the biggest mistake. So it has to be, do you want to grow your business? Do you have a house in where? It has to be right out of the gate. That would be
They need a hook.
They got to have a hook.
I see so many people that are, I'm going to start getting consistent, and they don't have the hook in there, and they lose you right out of the gates. ChatGPT, what would be a great hook for this? There's little things that can be an attention grabber that cause people to stay around, but it's all out there to research and figure out.
But it was engagement, and engagement pushes videos out on all the platforms. Engagement is the sweet sauce.
All those different approaches, I think the part that I'm most convicted about and passionate and trying to impress upon people in our industry is the authenticity piece. That's what connects you to your audience, and whoever's going to want to work with you is going to really connect with who you are as a person anyway. But the only way you really can do that is to just get going and then to deliver the content to the audience and let people that are going to respond to you be there. And I would say the difference between trying to go viral and just being authentic is if you get connected through, kind of marketing to your farm, and they are going to just validate you. What's on that page is the difference between you being someone they want to call and someone that they feel like they've been overrun by. And so I do think it's important for people to take the pressure off of comparing themselves to the 5 million view viral videos and just, I get to know you?
That will crush people's desire to get on video when they start comparing themselves to even the other agent or the other rep that's doing this and maybe has been doing it for the last 2, 3, 4, 10 years. And so just don't compare yourself to somebody else. Just get out there and start posting stuff, and you'll find your audience. You'll find your voice.